It used to be cool to be a pharmacist. I mean, really cool. When pharmacists first came out, they were the coolest guys to know. Now, I know you're gonna have a hard time believing that. I mean, honestly, if you look at who we are now, that's a rough go. But we used to be really cool. I mean, John Pemberton, when he created Coca-Cola, the whole world wanted it. Now, granted, he put cocaine in it, so it's a little bit easier to want something when there's cocaine in it, but he was the coolest guy. He ended up being bankrupt when he died. His son didn't get anything out of it. They stole it from him. The whole story is just fantastic. Dr. Pepper, made in Texas by Charles Alderton. That recipe's still hidden. People still don't really get it. In fact, I've been working on trying to boil it down myself so I can figure it out and share it with everybody. We've had vice presidents. Herbert Humphreys was a vice president. Not only that, but he was like very controversial. I know when you look at pharmacists, you always think, oh, look how controversial in their white smock and their big pot belly. But no, for real, we used to be cool. We used to be cool. So 19 years ago, when I was coming out of pharmacy school, I had an offer from Kroger. And I looked at the back of that grocery store and I thought to myself, that will suck my soul out. I can't do this. I can't do it. So instead, I went out and opened my own pharmacy. And it was hard. Trying to run your own pharmacy right now is hard. Everything's going against you in every way. CVS is owned by Caremark. Caremark is the one that decides where the prescriptions go. You have to fight with this stuff. So I had to get inventive. And I had to go back to our roots, back when pharmacists were cool. What I want to do is I want to make pharmacists cool again. I want to bring sexy back to pharmacy. I mean, I know it was there at one point. You know, in World War II, there was a pharmacist that was in the Krakow ghettos. He saved thousands of lives by running a pharmacy in the middle of the ghetto in Poland during World War II. Amazing stories, amazing stories. We also had the very first serial killer. H.H. Holmes was during the World Fair in Chicago. They credited him with 23, but he had bodies every place. His story is super fun to watch. Maybe not cool, but super fun. So in this YouTube channel that I'm starting, I want to do a few things. First of all, I want to go back to the days when pharmacists were way cooler. Back in the days when you got shot, you called the doctor, but if you had a cold, a cough, a rash you couldn't get rid of, you went down the street, pharmacists pulled bottles off the shelf, said do this, he crushed them together, mixed them together, and showed them to him. And I'm not talking about regular compounding. I'm talking about being able to take this stuff off the counter, over the counter, that you've got, and mix them together. So you know what's out there. When you go into a pharmacy, there are thousands of products, but you don't know what any of them do. And even more, you don't know how to mix them together. I know that. So instead of having to go pay a doctor and pay other people, you can come and see what options are when you know what's already wrong with you. So my name's Phil. I've been doing this for 19 years. I love every bit of my job. I love my patients. I love everybody that asks questions. I know, for me as a pharmacist, I'm much more than the guy that's just behind the corner of healthy and happy who's back there who barely can go to work each day. I can show you things that other people can't show you. I know things in the pharmacy world that other people don't know. And most of all, I want to help you. I want to help you get through the world of pharmacy so it makes sense. I don't want that counter in between us anymore. That's why I started this YouTube channel.